hello. Let's see if I can put my camera. There we go. Hello. Hello, everyone. Slight glitch today. Let me see if I can put my background music on. There we go. Yeah, a little hiccup today. Some issues with my account on YouTube. It happened a couple of weeks ago too. Hey, Rena, how you doing? Hope you're all doing well. I want to put this up on my screen. Also going to put here the school platform. Approving requests. Okay. Oh. How's everyone doing? How you doing? Yeah, good. How's your week been? Hopefully it hasn't been too intense. I'm absolutely knackered. Is the music, background music, loud? Is it okay? Let me know if anything goes wrong. Just hit me up. So, interestingly, our Miro board is slowly but surely becoming a beautiful mess. Always intense. That's good news. Intense means that the engine is working up in the brain. Extra projects this week. That's good, no? Sick. Yeah, I have a couple of projects too. What are your thoughts on the Miro board, guys? I'm interested. Hey, yeah, send me your email. Send me a DM on Instagram if you don't want to share your email here on the chat, and I'll manually add you. Have you guys had any chance to check out these resources? I've been searching on the forums for like really interesting scripts. There's a lot of them there, you know. This one was really interesting. I don't know if you guys managed to check it out. Some of them are really, really interesting. This one was really interesting too. You basically give it a contour, and it generates these lines. So you give it like a 2D plan, and it'll give you this. I tried it out earlier too. This one's pretty cool as well. Remapping with random values too. There's the random generator, which decides the inclination. You didn't see the Miro link? Oh no. I could probably give you the link via Instagram. Let me quickly grab the link for you, Dana, and then you can jump onto. Didn't I send it to you? I thought I might have sent it to you already. Right? Let me just quickly search for you. Alrighty. There you are. I've just sent you the link. Yeah, I've sent it to you on Instagram. Sweet. Yeah, some really cool, interesting. There's one I really want to try, which is this bad boy here. I had a quick look at it on Monday, I think it was. It's not difficult. Like once you've played around with kangaroo physics a little bit, you understand how it works, like how to use it, I guess. Perhaps not the behind the scenes, but it gives you a strong idea. Yeah, I'd really love to hear your opinion on the board. Hopefully people can hopefully more people can jump on here, share ideas. I've been kind of doing quick ideas. So the Mitsubishi idea concept I think it's quite nice. It's quite clean. It's like you have a triangle and then you're scaling that triangle from the center of one of its edges, and you do that for each edge, and then you do the solid difference, and it creates the Mitsubishi logo. So it's a really straightforward script, which I thought it was really interesting. Waltz has been kind enough to create the platform for us to check out. Here's another little reference I used. So I was like, okay, I want to generate a surface and then perforate with a series of circles. So, you know, taking the idea and then just kind of rebuilding it. So what would the steps be? Divide two curves, move them according to a graph, then loft those two curves together into a surface, create random values of radiuses, and then project those circles onto the surface. Solid difference or surface split, I think I used, if I'm not wrong. Surface split. and then project them on the floor, and then just loft between these two, and then generate these. Yeah. You sent it. You've sent me a request. Okay, cool. Let me just quickly check that out. Okay, let me not. I don't want to put anyone on blast. Give me a sec. All right. All right. I'll add you now, sir. Bang, bang, bang. Check your email now, and you should have access. Look, Walter. So Walter's already here playing around with the platform. So yeah, the idea is to have like references up here. This is from my Discord, so I've just been grabbing people's work and just putting it here, obviously linking their Discord name. You know, show off their work. Someone's already posted. I don't know who posted this. Was this you, Walter? Perhaps, I don't know. Really nice script. If you guys just leave your name, that would be awesome, just for us to kind of like see what each other is working on. Yeah, just a little space here. I think, did you? No, this was, who did this? Can't remember who it was. Walter's kindly left us some notes for us to read for the sandbox. Yeah, names would be awesome. And then here at the top, I've left like a little space, like, who are you? Like random little things about one another. Architecture design news. I started doing searching online. It's not great, but if you guys see any interesting news, pop it up here, please. That'd be great. Resources board, which is basically like public scripts. So if I go to one of these scripts, it will take us to a forum, and then here you can see the whole thread, which I think is really interesting. Yeah, just an interesting concept which I'm starting to fall in love with, mate. Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, school is also there, the classrooms, etc. They've just created a membership option, so I'll probably play around with that a little bit. And the Miro board is going to be completely open. Of course, this is like completely free. This is for us to learn, have a space where we can share references, and just a space where you can vibe. Evidently, if people aren't very active, over time we will be just removing them, because we want people to actually use the board. So yeah, cool. So what I wanted to do today actually was to play around with this script here, which I found extremely useful. So if you actually go to the to the forum, they actually have the script for you to download, but I want to generate my own designs, I guess. So I'm going to start by recreating this. I have a strong idea on how to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a rectangle. So if I type in rectangle, I'm going to build this. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. So instead of being on just the XY plane, which is going to be on 0, 0, 0, I'm thinking of lifting it up a little bit. Construct point. My Z is going to be between 0 and 100. I'm just going to raise it up a little bit. You lift me up. Do, 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 do. Okay, we have the rectangle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create... actually, I need to give this rectangle some dimensions. So I'm going to say between 0 and 100. Whatever dimensions seem okay. I'm just going to copy and paste this. A square for now. I think I'm going to work with a square. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of this square. And then from this center, I'm going to create a circle. Oh, circle. Create a circle. So that's going to be on the XY plane, but from that center point. Actually, no. No, I don't think that's a good idea. No, I'm going to leave it there for now, and then I can just move it afterwards. Okay, so it's going to have a radius of whatever, something like that. That's going to be more or less the proportions I'm going to work with. That's my circle, and what I'm going to do with the circle is, firstly, I'm going to move down. Z negative. That way I have a little bit more control, and it's always going to be relative to the original point. So I'm going to go for a value like this. Oh, that's too much. I don't want it to go that far away. I'm going to bring this down here. And then from here, I'm going to convert this into a donut. So pipe, panel. I want it to be closed. Although if it's a closed curve, you don't have to really connect anything to caps, I think. Might be wrong, but logically speaking, that seems to be the case. So I'm just going to connect this to radius. I'm going to give this circle a donut shape, like that. Okay, that's going to be my main geometry. And then here, this is where we have to start getting interesting. So we're going to use kangaroo physics, which uses what's called a solver. I think it was. So if I type in solver, this is going to be our main, well, solver, I guess. This requires a button. I'm going to connect a toggle to on, so I'm just going to leave it turned off for now, just so that it doesn't calculate whilst we're kind of creating the script itself. I'm going to use merge. I don't remember if merge is the right thing to use in all the circumstances. I think it's okay. You just have to flatten, I guess. You just have to flatten results at the end. And I'm going to need multiple things in this script. I'm going to need a show. First of all, I need to show the results. I'm going to use what's called a length line, if I remember correctly. Length line. Length. Where are you? Line. Is it this one? Is it this one? Yes. Is this one kangaroo? Yes, kangaroo physics. Okay, perfect. That's a length line. Then I'm going to use what's called a load. Is it this one? And I think I'm going to need... There's one. The most important one is solid point collide. No, it's not this one. It's another one. I think it's solid point. It's this one, where it bounces off as an object. Yes, it is. The options are going to be really important, so I don't know if I should probably do that first. The options are so what's my solid going to be? My solid is going to be this geometry. So I think I can connect that here now. Is it going to bounce off in the interior of the object? No, I want it to bounce in the exterior, so I'm going to go for toggle. So false. Do we want it to be unidirectional? Yes. And then you want it to be really strong because you want to make sure it does bounce off. So we're going to go for like a really high value. And then the points are the points we need to generate in a second. So we don't have that yet, but we will do in a second. So, okay, so we need to generate some points on this surface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what's called, where's my square? My square's over here. What's called a mesh plane. And we're going to divide it by, let's say, 30. We can add more points for more precision, but I'm going to leave it on 30 for now. What's my boundary? This is my rectangle, my original one up here. And now my meshes is divided into edges and points and whatever. So we can use a deconstruct mesh, which is this bad boy here. And it's going to generate those points, which we're going to push down with the force, right? So we're going to push with our load, which is this bad boy here, load. We're going to push Z in the direction of Z. By default, I think it already goes down. This is something we need to check in a second. Actually, no. By default, it's going to grab this as a Z, so it's going to be positive. So I need negative, and we're going to go for negative 100 for now. It's just a vector, I guess. My points are these vertices, and I'm just going to use the default value in weight. So this is going to be, I don't know, I don't remember how this works. Let's see, what's that? That's going to be our points. That's our load. And that's going to be the points here as well, I think. So let me just quickly put this in place. The points, I don't know. Is these points, right? Because these are the points that are going to be colliding with our geometry. Yes, that makes sense. So these points are these points. I'm going to connect this here. Length of lines. Now this is the one that's... So I think I have to grab the original mesh. Mesh. Shit, I don't remember which one it is. I think it's mesh plane. Okay, I think it's Weaver Bird. Weaver Bird. Mesh. The wireframe mesh. Reverse. No. Mesh for window. No. Lines. No. Messages. Yes, because I just need the lengths. So, length. I just need the lengths. Correct. And then the lengths is basically, this is going to be connected to length lines. These are going to be my length. My lines are going to be this. My length is going to be this. And the strength is going to be pretty high. Because that's going to be how much you can bend the line, I guess. And you don't really want it to bend. Show is going to be the surface itself, because that's what you want to see the geometry change. That's the geometry you're interested in seeing how it acts physically. So that's that. And I feel like I might be missing something else, and I'm just not sure. Vertices, that's correct. Let me just quickly double check everything. Okay, so again, we've created a rectangle which is up in the sky, 25 by 25. We've converted it into a mesh, which is divided. Then we've deconstructed it to generate the points of the grid, I guess. Those points are going to have a force that's going down negatively. So in the z-axis negatively by a value of 100. Then we have a solid point collider where these points are going to collide with our donut, which is this in green. We're making sure that it's not bouncing in the interior, but rather the exterior. It's unidirectional, and we're making sure that the strength of the collision is good, meaning that it's going to respect that boundary. It's not going to go through it. Okay. So what are we looking for? I think that might be it. Length. Show is to show. The show is connected to the mesh. Okay. So in theory you do this, and we're flattening. And I'm going to save. Target. I don't think we need target in this version. Oh wow, okay. What's happening here? Oh, no. Okay, we're missing a fundamental part. We need anchors. Otherwise it's just going to fall. Okay, so for the anchors, what we can do is, I'm going to turn this off very quickly. I need points to anchor it from. So what I can do is I can extract some points on the corners. So what I can do is from the original rectangle, I can deconstruct. It's still a brep, so I can just go deconstruct brep. Deconstruct brep. I can create a circle. I completely butchered the name. Circle. There we go. Vertices. Radius between 0 and 10. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. The target, you don't really need a target because it's just going to push the forces down. circle, and then what I can do here is point in curve. Point in, is it this one? I want, where's my points? Where are my points? In deconstruct mesh, which is this one here. These are my vertices, these are my points, and I'm selecting the points that are inside the circle. Is that working? I'm not sure. Why is it not showing? Do I need to flatten? Do I have to graft? I don't know. The relationship. Okay, that means I need a dispatch. Every time you see the word relationship, use a dispatch. And then point. I'm guessing it's one of these. Yes. Haha. Okay. Remember, guys, every time you see the word relationship, use a dispatch. I learned that very recently for some reason. It took me longer to learn that. And I shouldn't. I should be ashamed. Okay, so we have selected the points inside the curve. So relationship is basically saying dispatch it, separate into two lists according to the relationship value. So toggle. So if it's inside the circle, yes. And then if it's not, it's no. So it goes in one list or the other. So these are going to be my anchor points. So if I go to anchor, these are my points. It's currently grafted, which I think is an error. I think we have to flatten. Target. Oh, is this what you referred to, Walter? Or were you referring to something else? Like, you don't really need to connect anything because it's going by gravity, I guess. At least, I think that's my understanding of it. I might be wrong. Okay. Again, save. Connect this here. Turn this on. I'm just going to turn this off for now and then activate. And I still have an error somewhere. Where's my solid? My collision. What the hell? It's just going through it. Why? Is it because I'm not using a correct option? Do I have to use like intertwine? This is something I flatten branch. It might be this. I think it might be this. If I remember correctly, sometimes it doesn't really work as well by using merge, which is really frustrating. Branch 4. No, it's still generating an error. Is this true? This is. Oh, I don't know. Vertices. Points collide. This is flattened. Oh, damn, I don't know. Do I need to flatten the points? Any ideas? Oh, I didn't want to use the reference. Oh, that's so bloody annoying. Solid. This is correct though. I don't understand. This is correct, right? False. Oh, lol. Why? Why does it just bounce through? Is it because it's open? Is that the fundamental error? No. Why does that happen? I don't understand. Anchor points, gravity, so the load. Ah, it's because of the load. It's because of the load. It's so strong it just goes through it. Oh, that's hilarious. Is that why? That seems to be the case. The value was just too high. Oh, that's so interesting. That's hilarious. Can you see it slide to the side? It slowly drags towards one side. Do you guys see what's happening? Like if I make it stronger, you can see it starts to escape on this side. It starts to go down here. You see, it falls off and then goes underneath. Oh, that's hilarious. And now that it's underneath, it's trapped inside. Oh, that's hilarious. Do you get it? That's hilarious. I cannot believe that's actually a thing. Okay. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, if I make more geometries, I'm guessing it's going to be tense. That's hilarious. Okay. Follow gravity. Bing. Okay, that's really interesting. That's hilarious. Okay. How do you show the location of... What do you mean show the location? How do you show the location of the component on the screen? Oh, you press Control Alt and then click on the component and it shows you where it is. So Control Alt. Control and Alt. And if you forget, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little note here in resources. Where I'm going to quickly do an example. Oh, the thing is I can't print screen at the same time. I'll upload afterwards. Yeah, okay, so this is interesting, right? Let's see what else can we do with this. What if I do multiple donuts? So let me just quickly turn this off. Copy paste, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with the initial. Yeah, I don't know if it will work with multiple geometries. You still don't have the link for Miro, really? Where did you send me? You told me you sent me the message on school, right? Let me quickly review. I'm going to send you the link directly on school. Check your school message, you should have it now. And see if you can go in. Hey, who's this? Cesar. Okay. So we have this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to populate geometry. Probably should be a surface. Bang, bang, I want 3 points. Bang. That's fine. I'm gonna then, where's my circle? Circle are gonna be, it's gonna be generated on those 3 points. And then hopefully, let me turn this on. This is circle. Circle. Oh lol. I'm an idiot. Okay. Give me a sec. Let me just go back. This has to go. Where is it? Where's my circle generator? Here. Bang. Turn this off. I want to see if it works with multiple circles because I don't know if you can do that. Enable. Turn this on. Let's give this a thickness. Turn this off. Yeah, let me try it out like this. Let's see if it actually works. Yeah, it seems to. Does it work? Okay, let me try offset curve. Oh, wrong one. Offset curve. Where are you? Offset curve. There we go. I'm going to copy and paste this over here. Bang, bang. And then this. Where's my generator thingy? Here. Bang. Yes, you can do it with multiple geometries. That's so cool. It's very cool. You're in. Yes, it's really, really cool. And then, you know, with this, what you can do is was it bang? Is it bang? No, there's a component. I think it's this one. Prep. Nope. 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 Oh, I think I might be using the wrong one. Solve it here. No? The fudge? Oh, because I think it's a mesh. I think that's the issue. Mesh. Oh, I don't remember how to do it. Ah, there we go. Can I connect it directly? I think you can. Yeah. So you have the geometry and then you can just play around with the surface. I think it's because... mesh. Yeah, because there's multiple datas in here. I don't remember how this works exactly. So I know this is mesh line, mesh line. Line. Oh, it's not filtering it. What the fudge? V as a list. These are the points of the vertices, and then this is the number of elements. So I know it's this one, mesh, but it's not separating it. Why? Yeah, I don't remember. Doesn't matter, we can select it here, which is fine. So once you have your geometry, you can do stuff like this. Yeah, what should we do? What should we try? I mean, I don't want this stream to be super long like last one, but I do, you know, at least make it somewhat interesting. Let me see where my geometry is. I think this one doesn't work because it doesn't stretch enough, and it might be because of this. Bang. No? Or it might be the length? Is that the issue? Oh. Oh, gotta be careful. Ah, lol. I didn't activate that. Okay, the force is too strong. Bang. Haha. Who loves a good donut? What I'm thinking is, like, this is really cool if you want to do like a tent. So, where was this thingy? Here. Yeah, let's create a nice interesting tent. See what happens. Bang. Yeah, it's really interesting. What happens if I project these these anchor points project? If I just let it dangle. And I just remove the anchors. Halloween. You know what? That's pretty damn cool. Okay, what if I'm gonna add another one. Another one. Bang. Yeah, it's interesting. What do you guys think? What's the conclusion? I'm going to quickly do this. I want to try something out. So my idea here is going to be center box. Oh, no, actually, wait. I'm going to extrude Z. Bang. Negative. Okay, let's try this. Bang. Bring this down. I need this to be a surface. Bang. Populate my geometry, which is going to be, I'm going to need another type of populate. Populate 3D. I'm going to say 4. And then here what I'm going to do is, instead of using all of this, I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use a sphere. So here's my populate geometry. I'm going to use a sphere. Let's give this some size. There we go. And this is going to be my geometry. Ha! It works. That's interesting. Obviously, if I make this bigger... Oh, lol. I have to connect this here. Yeah, it is. The donuts are very high. I read your mind, but with balls, spaghetti balls, meatballs. That's really interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting. What if I had like lots of points, but then just changed the radius so that it isn't that big? It will eventually fall off, I think. Let me change the number of points. I want to go quite drastic. Let's see how it works. Of course. So probably because the extrusion is quite big. There we go. Let's try that. How to get the script? Well, that's where things get interesting. I'm going to be sharing the script with you guys who are actually on the stream for free, and then for my Patreons, I'll probably just upload the original script, like the simple script. Seems fair. Seems like the fair thing to do. Negative. What's this? That's the distance from the original. Okay. Turn this on again. Bang. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's just an interesting script. Now the question is, what if this is a good question. Does it work with round surface? That is the question. Esa es la pregunta. So extrude, this is fine, this is fine. I'm going to connect this here. Oh, but it's not a surface, it's a curve. Does it matter? No, shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. Length, there's an error here. Mesh plane. Surface to rectangle. Okay, no, so it can't be a surface, it has to be. Oh, it's because of this. Ah, you bastard. Does mesh plane only work with mesh? Okay, let me try a workaround. Turn this off, yes. My workaround is going to be the following. Let me quickly put this back here. Surface. Project onto rep. Z. Oh, wrong one. Project points. Ah, shoot. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, the points are not going to project properly because it's at the same height. Oh, that's bloody annoying. I would have to lift it up and then... Ugh, what a pain in the ass. Z. Negative. Negative. It can be a little bit, I guess. 1. That should work. No, it doesn't work. Why? Oh, because this is negative. Okay, there we go. That works. So these are my new points. What's all this? These are the points that are being generated. Error. Why do I have an error here? Points load, blah, blah, blah. Flatten. No, why? What does it say? Solution, except index was out of range, must be non-negative unless, I think it's because of these lines here. Yes, that's probably going to be the issue here. So similar to what I've done here, I would have to do here. What a pain in the bloody ass. So let me quickly do a really nasty spaghetti bolognese. Copy paste, but here we're doing it for what? What are we doing this for? Negative. Then if this is negative, I would have to project. Bollocks, I don't know. No, it would have to be the lines, and then I would have to project. Curves onto the surface which we've created before, which is this surface here. Direction again is going to be Z negative. So I can just do this, can I? Okay, let me quickly... Fuck, this is so tricky. That's that, and then this is my mesh. No, mesh. Ah, bollocks, I need to convert my circle? Surface. No, I don't think it's going to work. No. What the hell did I just do? Mesh, 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 mesh. I can't share the same component. Is that the error? I don't know. I'm just guessing now. Just has to be a mesh. Yeah, I would have to think of a workaround. I'm not sure. I'm not certain about it. Anyway, not really a big issue. I'll work on it off stream. Yeah, just an interesting script. I think I might just end it here, guys. Let me just go back to infinity. Bolognese. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, anyway. What do you guys think? Is it interesting? It's an interesting little script. It's very neat. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to share this with you guys. So, as a gesture of thank you and gratitude, let me quickly share the script with you guys. Where did I save it? First off, grasshopper, here we go, grasshopper, design, Twitch, stream 29. I don't know where I saved this. I can just go here. Cool, okay. Let me quickly upload this onto a WeTransfer link. I'm going to quickly share this link with you guys as a thank you. One sec, guys. I have to search for the chat. I have to see myself live and send it in the chat. So there you are, all yours. While it's calculating, can you move the circles? I'm not sure. That's an interesting question. So let's try that. Give me a sec. If I change the value, so if I change this to 20, for example. Oh, you can. I think it just updates whilst you're... I guess it's because it's solving it live. You know what I mean? Check that out. That's bloody cool, isn't it? If you want to get really sculptural with it, what I would do is how do you pronounce this word? Connect in 3D. Do something like this. Yeah, it really is. It really is a cool feature that it calculates live. I guess because it's not a lot of points, it does it point by point, and it just generates the surface through those points, which is very clever. Yeah, it's very yeah, it's a very nice script, honestly. I mean, it's not going to be perfect because here it was slipping away. But, you know, still impressive. It's like a little ghost. Or a little octopus. Yeah, it's interesting. How would I convert a mesh to a surface? I would just rebuild it. I would generate points on the mesh and then patch it in a way, or use a Delannoy mesh. I don't know how you pronounce that bloody word. That's a very good question. I haven't actually no, I lie. I've done this. I did this in my master thesis, but I don't actually remember how, to be quite frank. How would I do this? Deconstruct mesh. Let me see if I can find a deconstruct. Faces. Faces, I guess, are surfaces. Is that real? No. What is faces? Prep. No. Mesh face. I'm so unfamiliar with working with... I don't know what this is. We can ask our friend ChatGPT. These are not coordinates or anything. No. Oh. Nope. That's not anything. Vertices. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, I haven't done this in quite a while. It's not like in groups or anything, is it? Isn't there like an option that's Delannoy? I don't know how to pronounce this word, and I feel like I'm saying it so wrong. Is it this one? No, this is definitely not it. We can ask ChatGPT. I know you can do this, but then there's no point. You know what I mean? What if I do deconstruct mesh here on this side? And then I can just rebuild it, because meshes are essentially triangles. Right? Oh. Or, oh, is it because this mesh is welded together? Welded? See if I this component. Yeah, it doesn't do it well. I don't know. Let's ask ChatGPT. How to convert mesh to rep in Grasshopper. Yeah, I mean you can create a patch, but I want to see how you can do it like proper, like the triangles. You know what I mean? So, you can use the points and then patch, I guess. That's probably one way to do it. But the thing is, with patch, you never get like a really good. Like you have to play around a lot with the flexibility of the points. I'm just not a fan of that. I reckon you could probably do this as well. Actually, no, because it's not going to be as great. Oh shit, this might explode. God damn it. Quad mesh, sub Ds. Quad mesh. Is this in? Sub D. Okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was a complete mess up on my part. Luckily for me, I'm at hand, because this usually happens. Okay. Open up my recovery file, because I'm aware this always happens. Okay, here calculate again. Okay, leave that like that for now. So quad remesh. Is this a thing? Ah, amigo. Shoot. Oh, my computer's just messed up. Question was, where's my chat? I have multiple geometry types in an output. How can I sort by type? I think it's just going to give me the no. One thing I love from ChatGPT is that you can be lazy when you write. Está pensando. It's thinking. Takes a while though. Deconstruct mesh boundary faces. Yeah, the thing is the faces doesn't work for some reason. Deconstruct mesh. Like if I connect the mesh here, it doesn't extract the faces for some reason, which I understand it should be meshes, but it's not. It's just not working. And I think it's because there's more typologies in the solver. Do you want the writing to be correct? Yeah, I guess. No, that's not correct, my friend. That's what I've done. Yeah, I don't know. Like for other, I can't delete now. It's not letting me delete. I can't delete my script. What's going on? Are you there? It's gone crazy. Usually, what I used to do. Oh, is it this? What the fudge? This works fine. I used to do this. And I know that one of these outputs are going to be... Usually this works. Here I have points. Here I have something else. And then if I have anything else, it should just keep appearing. But apparently I don't. And I'm not sure why. Do I need to flatten this as well? Oh no, because these are the vertices. These are nothing. Null, 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 null. Yeah, it's just not working and I'm not sure why. It's my mesh. Bang, bang. Do I have to do it twice? No. I don't know. I don't know. This is something I'm going to have to investigate. I might have the script for it actually. Give me a sec. I have a script. Give me a sec. Thing is, I have to search it on my computer. You flatten. It's flattened here. Yeah, it's already flattened. Simplify if I want. Mesh. I mean, I could just list item, I guess, but that's lazy. You know? If I do this, this also works. Yeah, I don't know. And for some reason, my grasshopper is going crazy. It's not letting me delete. I'm trying to delete the component, but it's not letting me. Oh, that's annoying. Let me just quickly save and then reopen, because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. Bear with me. A lot of conflicting plugins here. Okay, let me just quickly close the other one. Okay. Let's recalculate this. Let me just delete all of this. Oh, whoops. Let that calculate for a bit. There we go. Stop. Turn this off. Okay, I have the mesh. Fundamentally, what we're looking for is to convert a mesh into a surface or to a brep. Deconstruct Mesh. Bang. The faces don't come out like a normal brep because it's a mesh face, whatever that means. All right, let's go back to chap. Might take a second to load. This might have worked. No, you bastard. At least it gives me the mesh face. Okay, I have an idea. This gives me one face, right? Where's this mesh face? Vertices 4, face 1. Okay. Face polyline. There we go. Now this is a surface. Okay, that seems to work. What's wrong with using mesh to poly surface? Is that a component? Mesh to poly surface. That's so funny. I really hope this is... Oh, you're joking, mate. Well, I feel like an idiot. What's this from? It's from pufferfish. I did not know this component. Like, I never worked with meshes, so I did not know this existed. But yeah, thanks, mate. So much easier. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just that I wasn't aware that existed. And I'm ashamed to admit it. The fudge? There we go. There you go. Yeah. Nice little script, I guess. And we have ourselves a net. Now the question is, panel. The thing is, quad panel is not going to work on the poly surface itself. Yeah. The thing is, with patch, you have to really smoothen it out. is there a way that you can keep it as a poly surface, but like a smooth poly surface? A lot of questions are coming afloat. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to drag on the stream too much, so I'm going to leave that as homework. But yeah, interesting script. Cool, guys. I'm going to leave that at that. Thank you so much for joining. Please, if you can, join our Miro board. Share. Don't feel, I guess, embarrassed. Are you guys embarrassed, really, to share on the Miro board? You could click close. It was, here we are. Yeah, just get on it. Share your stuff. All right, guys. Hope to speak to you very soon. Sorry, I'm just closing this thing here. Yeah. Anyway, thank you also for sharing. Did you manage to solve the Dropbox? Well, we'll talk later, I guess. Epic, thank you. Add an icon that represents you when you share. Why? Yeah, anyway, make sure you guys can download it. I've left the link in the chat, so that will probably disappear when we stop the stream. Cool, guys. All right, speak to you very, very soon, hopefully. Have a great weekend, end of week tomorrow, Friday. And I'll hope to see you very, very soon. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.